Good morning, good day, wherever you are. I am Sue Pickering. Thank you for being here. Welcome and welcome back to those that continue to follow me. I am here to do a channeled message this morning for what do you need to hear today, what Spirit wants you to know. And I started my recording. Thank goodness I was only a couple minutes in and I realized my mic wasn't working. So I've already pulled 5 cards, but we will get to them, okay? 4 of Pentacles and the Tower came out first. And what I am getting from this is there's something you are holding on to, whether that is a mindset, whether that is, holding on to a relationship, a career, something that is not in alignment with you. Whatever this is that resonates with you, each of you have a different story. So it's hard for me to hone in on one specific energy. If you want a more detailed reading, you can contact me and I can give you your very own energy in a bigger way. But the more you hold on to this and these things, the more chances of the Tower that is going to happen. So really paying attention to what it is that you are not aware of, what it is that you are maybe not shifting or not being in flow of, those things, because that is stopping you from creating. But most of all, it is stop if you continue to be not in the right mindset, be in, whatever it is that you're holding on to, the Tower is going to come. And they're just showing me if you could let go of, the way you do things, if a fear of stepping into something, letting go of, having a more positive mindset, being more in gratitude, not letting go of that, but being more of that. You will find that the Tower will not happen. So this is something for you to really sit with. If you're going to hold tight onto relationships that no longer work, if you're going to hold tight onto, just different things, the career that you don't like, and they're just saying that if you continue to hold on to that, this is where things are going to get really uncomfortable and the Tower will happen. It's like being in those bad relationships and all of a sudden they hurt you because you know that you shouldn't be in those relationships, and you just things just evolve and you end up being in pain. And that's what they're showing me. That's an example. That's not for everyone. Okay, then you got some beautiful cards, letting go of those things, and this is what is coming, right? This is the message: strength, King of Pentacles, and the High Priestess. Wowzas. These are big cards. This is the strength is showing me that you have this power over you that is all encompassing, that you have this presence that is so exceptional, especially when it comes to relationships. Why are you not honoring that? And the King of Pentacles, really being able to sit in who you are, knowing what you deserve, knowing what path to take. Yeah, and they're just showing me, know your presence is what they're saying. Know your presence and honor that. And when you can be truly in it and let go of, the um afraid to be, some of you afraid to be seen, afraid to step into your authentic self, afraid to step into more of who you are, more of the things that make your heart sing, showing more of your abilities without feeling threatened, without being in the imposter syndrome. Okay, I actually remembered what that was, the words. I don't know why I never remember imposter syndrome, but that's what's coming up today, is really sitting in who you are. And the High Priestess, wow, planting those seeds, really knowing that you are so connected. And there's sometimes, people are really connected, but they're afraid to tell people. They're afraid to let people know what they know. And are you going to think I'm crazy? Are you going to, like, all of the things they run through your head? Like, I am no different. When I first started this, I was like, oh, people are going to think I'm woo woo. And that's okay. I've come to a space where I can't stop myself from being who I am. And if someone doesn't understand it, then it's just not the right relationship for me. Love you, but that's just how that is. Okay. Um, there's something more for you to gain awareness around so you can let go. Okay. There's just something that you're holding close to your heart that you're having a really hard time letting go. It's something that is very maybe emotional for you. Uh, they're just showing me there's more for you to learn about it. Why is it that you're holding it so close? Why are you scared of losing it? This could be from being in a space of lack. I'm holding on to it because one day I might need it, and that is coming from lack. That is coming from a space of I'll never ever be able to replace it because I don't have the money or the skills or the knowledge, whatever. However, whatever this is, it's close to you. Okay. um, Letting go. And for some of you, what I'm getting is there's some information in your head, um, how to do something possibly that you're not sharing, that you're keeping it kind of to yourself, because if someone else knows, they might take your idea and create and make a whole bunch of money off of it or something like that. That is the energy for someone. That might be someone specific. It's like, I have these talents and these gifts, but if I share them, then other people will know how to do it. But what if you share them and you get all the accolades? What if you share them and it helps more people on their path and creating a ripple effect because of what you've shared? Okay. There is something there. Okay. Knight of Wands, there's some passion coming out here. The Emperor came out reversed. So there's an aspect, maybe this piece that you're holding on to is, this masculine side that is, that you're not stepping into, that you are, um, taking your time to take the next move. Okay. What are you holding on to? Is it fear? Is it something that is, um, it's whatever it is, it's stopping you from moving forward. And if you stop yourself from moving forward with this, you will notice that things are going to start getting uncomfortable. Things are going to start falling apart. Things are going to start just not evolving the way you want them to, not being, it won't be in flow with the way you want things to happen. And it's time now to let it go. This is the Death card. This is time to let it go, for things to finally end, for this beautiful new beginning. The King of Pentacles, he knows what he has. He has confidence. He knows if he lets something go, he knows how to receive it and get it back again. If he is, has something and someone wants it, he'll just replace it. He just knows how to get it again. He can manifest it. Okay. He is that person. So don't be afraid to step into your masculine too. The Emperor is, he's confident. He goes out and gets it done, and he manifests. And it's that masculine side that is here, but it came out reversed. So what are you afraid to step into? What are you afraid to take the next step? You are in control, and everything falls on when you decide to let this go or step into something, whatever that is, and resonates with you. But there's an ending here for you to take a hold of, and not have this miserable life, not have this life of what if, not have this life of, feeling like you're a victim, possibly not having the life of things are not working out, the tower moments. Who doesn't want to be in flow and having more and more joy and happiness flowing to you? It is something that it is our right to have, and moving forward, allowing all of that to come into place. Okay, are you worried about not being protected? That's protection. Are you worried about, those rainy days? What happens if? Okay, but what if that they don't even maybe happen? But what if you have the skills to get through it if it does rain, or you have the umbrella to stop the rain from hitting you? You have this protection. Okay, you have, they're telling me alchemize. So alchemize the energy, shift the energy, bring that energy in and turn it into what it needs to be, rather than allowing it to hit you and become a negative thing. Okay, illumination. So yes, the imposter syndrome is coming in. Illuminate yourself. It's time to allow yourself to shine. They're showing me a moth right now, so it's time to go toward the light and let yourself be seen, be guided to from a spiritual aspect, if that's what you want to call it, um, to be guided to see your abilities, to see your strength, to see all of the things that you are, and know that you can just reach for it and allow yourself to be in flow and trust, and you'll be surprised at what all can come in. Okay, there is so much with your connection to the high priestess. Okay, confidence in your magic. Okay, you're holding on to something that that isn't even you, because you are so magical. You are a creator. You are someone that can manifest what you want. Just let go of the things that are no longer helping you get there. And number 37, it's a new path. We have the death card, and now we have the new path, allowing things to be done and over, and be vulnerable and step forward. Okay, balancing act, and you have herald of change. Wow. Okay, so there is definitely some change coming, and this is all number 9 here with the balancing act. This is all coming to an end. This holding on to your past, holding on to what is no longer serving you. It's like you've got this grip on you. This is about becoming who you need to become. But the balancing act, it's they're showing me between worlds. It's like you want to go there, but you're holding on to an old concept or an old thought pattern. You want to be successful, but you're holding on to something that is stopping you from creating that success that you are seeking. Okay, um, so really, they're showing me nature. So if you need to get out in nature just to clear your mind, then please do so. You have higher power. This is all about connection to something bigger. This is building this foundation for this next chapter to be secure, so you don't have to hold on. Okay, rebuilding, regeneration, rebuilding, all of that. This is number 10. 4 and 6 is number 10, is 10. Rebuilding from a space of not being in lack, not being a victim, rebuilding from a space of you are now super connected. You're on this ascension journey and you're moving higher. Okay, Wheel of Fortune, beautiful. I love it. And, things are going, this is number 10, things are going to start evolving and changing and shifting, and things are going to start falling into place. They're showing me strength, but they're also showing me a new birth. For some of you, you might be having a baby, but more so than it being a space where you are birthing something new, birthing this new world, and being able to start it from the ground up and having a foundation of beauty. Okay, 5 of Pentacles. Okay, so Four of Pentacles, you're holding on to this grip of what if you lose it. The Five of Pentacles is the lack mindset. It is a space of what if I'm already out in the cold, and you're not seeing the goodness that's around you. You're not seeing that the light is on. Just go open the door and walk in, okay? And I mean, that sounds easy, just open the door and walk in, but it can be that easy if you change your mindset, if you get into a space of complete trust. But when we're in a space of trust, we need to be in a space where we are following where we're going, even if you don't know what is happening. If we are in resistance, we are not in flow. Okay, where are you in resistance in your life? Where are you holding on to what ifs or something like that? There's something more here for you to look at. Okay. um, I know at times in my career that in this, what I do, I call it a career, but it's just who I am. Um, where I know that there's something more, but I don't know. I don't search for it. I just allow for me to feel what comes across my path, what I see, some classes, some mentorships, some, what I need to step into. I'm just in flow of it, and I don't have to have it figured out. But when I'm in those states, that is when I am creating more. I am have more clients. I have more all of the things. Okay, so really being more in flow. Okay, look at this, the moon. So if there is something that you are holding on to, ask what you need to know. Ask, why am I holding on to this? Maybe you don't even know what you're holding on to. Why are things not falling into place? Why are things not in flow? But putting it out there allows you to receive some answers. You don't have to have it figured out. You don't have to sit and figure it out. It will come to you in a thought. It'll come to you in a feeling. It'll come to you in a phrase that you're scrolling through social media, and someone will post a phrase and you go, oh my goodness, that's it. It just comes to you in different ways, and just to be open for that to happen. Five of Wands, there's definitely some conflict going on, and I feel like this is in your head. This is just something that has been, you're holding on to. Why am I scared? Figuring out the deeper reason to that, the shadow reason to that, uh, for the tower not to happen, right? For things not to fall apart. Nine of Wands, she's at the top of the summit here, and she's got her strength, but she's also surrounded herself with all these wands. So she feels like she needs to protect herself. She feels like she needs to um, keep herself safe. She feels that, you know, if she is sitting in her strength inside this circle, that she's protected. Yes, she is. She's always protected. But why do you feel that you need to protect yourself? Why do you feel you need to put a barrier up, and that's what you're holding on to? Maybe it's a barrier that is a wall that is stopping you from getting hurt because you've been hurt before. Everyone's story is different, so I'm just throwing out some what's being channeled here. Okay, so really knowing that you can conquer what you want to conquer, but you don't have to sit and protect it. It's like building a kingdom, but you are protecting yourself, so then you don't let anyone in and you're alone. You've built this kingdom, but you're alone. Is that what life is for you? I mean, there's no judgment there, but there's something here for you to look at, because you're worried that kingdom is going to fall and all the hard work that you've put in. But you have the ability to just get it back. You have the ability to have the things that you desire and want. Okay. Oh, the Lovers. So for some of you, this is about relationship and holding on to maybe the people that maybe um, you shouldn't be, or here you go, the Three of Swords, because you've been hurt, because you've been, relationships are like, yeah, I'm disappointed. Here was another one that didn't align with me. Um, but is that a bad thing, or is spirit protecting you that those relationships are no longer together? Five of Cups, really, for some of you, this is holding on to what's negative, holding on to the victim, holding on to what isn't working. It hasn't worked in the past, so it won't work this time. What do you need to change and do so it works this time? What awareness, what consciousness do you need to be? What do you need to be more in flow of to have it to work, and not focusing on what isn't? Focusing on what is, what can be, what will be, all of the things, okay? So making sure that you are focusing on what you need to focus on. Okay, one more they're telling me. But they're showing me these angels in your corner. They're showing me these guardians, these, whatever you believe in. There's protection here. Maintain your childlike spirit. So are you holding on to, being too serious, holding on to, I got to get things done, but I am just holding on to an aspect that I can't enjoy life if I feel like I always have to work and I can't enjoy life, because if I'm not working, I'm not making money. So you're losing this aspect of being to the grindstone all the time, and that is not serving you any longer. The bigger picture, okay, the big picture. So really focusing on what you want, what you desire, what can be, and start planting the seeds for that. And you will notice that when you can, you won't have these tower moments. You won't have things crumbling down to rebuild, to that, to have all of the things come to the surface, because there's some higher knowing here. There's some deeper connection for you with the high priestess, for you to really focus in on and know that you are so connected that you can get it done. I thank you for being here. It was just 2222 on the clock. Cool. Uh, Please like, share, and subscribe if this resonates. The link is in my bio if you want a more in-depth reading. I appreciate each and every one of you for being here. I am, so elated that I have so many followers that have continued to follow me from conception. Like, it's been amazing to know that people are, even when you don't comment, I know that you're here, and I appreciate you and thank you. Please drop a heart in the comments if you stayed until the end, because I so am grateful. Have a magical day. Much love.